Greetings all, how are you? Welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Meshak, and I am an outdoor person. I love adventure, I love traveling, and I am from Kenya, Africa. My goal is to tell positive African stories and also to travel the world and see the world because the world is not in your books. Many people ask me, how are you able to travel? Like, what is the secret of your traveling? And a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine called Carol, introduced me to this magical, life-changing book called The Year Compass. So this is my 2019 to 2020 Year Compass. And so then we had 2020 to 2021. And then everything was working nicely. And then my 2021 to 2022, it is written, money must come. So this is a manifestation that I had. And I have the new one, the 2022-2023 Year Compass. So, what is an Year Compass? Previously, we could see when the year is coming to an end, you would reflect on what happened that year. A lot has happened. I'm sure you have even lost count of how many things have happened this year. So what the Year Compass does, it helps you track what happened. So you have to go through your phone, you have to go through your calendar of events, see where you are. You have to dig deep in memory to realize where you are, what happened, when, how, with whom. Yeah. So I'll just start on page 1 to guide you on how it is done. And so this is a guide, this is an introduction and a guide of how the Year Compass, what the Year Compass is and how you feel it, because there's a formula of feeling it. Yeah. So like the first page, yeah. So it says the first year. I don't know if you can see it. I'm filming solo. Yeah. So the first page, going through your calendar, go through last year's calendar week by week. If you see an important event, family gathering, friendly get together, or a significant project, write it down here. So this is where you write all those events that you went to. If you have the ticket, the better you can stick. So there are two versions. So there is this back-to-back version, and then there's just one page, and then the next page it's blank. So your preference, you choose your preference. So what I did with my 2019, I stack up festival tickets of places I went to. If there are airplane tickets, bus tickets, train tickets, like this is something that happened, and you make it colorful. So another trick is having multiple colored pens. Yeah, like my first one, I had like 3 pens. Yeah, I had 3 pens, but this year I want to get more colored pens. I want to get what are they called? Bookmarkers. Yeah. Highlighters. Yeah. I want to make it more colorful and memorable. So I fill this booklet every year, and it is a guide to help me reflect on my past year and plan on my coming year. So, and then when you have written all that down, you come to the past year. This is what my last year was about. We live our lives through distinct but interconnected aspects. Take a look at the areas below and ask yourself what the significant events in each of them were. Write down your answers. And also remember, you can do this, you can fill it alone, or with your significant other or your group of friends. You can do it solo or with a group of people that you have common interests. Yeah. So what are the aspects, yeah, that was significant in your personal life and family? Yeah. In your career studies, did you graduate? For the people graduating, congratulations, did you graduate? Your friends and community, did you make new friends? Did you tap into new networks? Relaxation, hobbies, and creativity. Did you take time off to relax? Did you create? What hobbies did you venture into? Physical health and fitness. Did you hit the gym? Do you have your summer body? Yeah. Mental health, self-knowledge. How is your mental health? Are you okay up here? That is a question you have to dig deeper by yourself, not to please others, not to look okay to others, but you yourself looking inwards. Are you okay? Yeah. Habits that define you. What habits in the past year that defined you? What habits did you break? What habits did you take up? And then a better tomorrow. Where do you want to see yourself? Yeah. All right, and then down there, what did you do this year to leave the world in a better place than you found it? Yeah, for me, I planted trees, I helped in cleaning up rivers, I took part in cleaning the market. Yeah, such. All right, and then you move on to the next page. So the past year still. So the book is 20 page. So the first 10 pages you reflect on the past year, and the next 20 pages you reflect on the coming year. So the next page is about also the past year, and 6 sentences about my past year. The wisest decision I made. What wise decision did you make? And then you are like, oh, I'm glad I made that decision. Maybe you ventured into a new business and it is doing well. You came out of a toxic relationship and it is working for you. You are happy. And yeah, such. And then what is the biggest lesson that you learned? What is the biggest lesson that you learned in the past year, in 2022? So this is a self-assessment test. You have to call yourself to a meeting. Yeah. What is the biggest risk that you took? Yeah. I was watching a video today where this gentleman says everything is a risk. Being born is a risk. Living is a risk. And the sure risk is that we will all die. If you don't invest, that is a risk. If you invest, it is a risk. Like our life, it is a risk. Yeah. And then what is the biggest surprise of the year? What that one thing that made you, wow, okay, yeah. And then the most important thing I did for others. What did you do for others? Are you a selfish person? Are you just by yourself? What did you do for others? Yeah. And then the biggest thing I completed. What is that one project? What is that one thing that you said, wow, I did that? Yeah. And then the next, still on the past year, 6 questions about my past year. So these are 6 sentences. Let us not confuse. 6 sentences. Yeah. As you fill up this book, it may look like it is repetitive, but it is not. Yeah. And every year you have new experiences, you have new questions, you have new things that define you. Yeah. So 6 questions about my past year. What are you most proud of? Now that is what am I most proud of? I did this, I did this, I did this. Now you answer. Who are the 3 people who influenced you the most? Like, where did you get motivation? Where did you get that drive to do whatever you're doing, to start something new? And who are the 3 people you influenced the most? Who has told you, by the way, Mesh, you influenced me to do this and this, to venture into this and this? Yeah. So those are 2 questions. One, who are the 3 people who influenced you? And then the other one, who are the 3 people you influenced? So this is an activity that you have to take and ask, maybe in your IG stories, in your Facebook stories, in your WhatsApp stories. Who have I influenced anyone this year? And then people will comment there, I hope. And then what were you not able to accomplish? Yeah, we make plans, but not all plans work out. What is that one thing that you are not able to accomplish? Yeah. What is the biggest thing you have discovered about yourself? I leave you to answer that. And what are you most grateful for? Yeah, I am personally grateful for so many things. So this will be mine to feel, and you should get a book to feel as well. More details will about how to get this book, I'll provide them at the end of this video. And then the best moments. Describe the greatest and most memorable, joyful moments from last year. Draw what? Draw them on this sheet. How did you feel? Who was there with you? What were you doing? What kind of smells, sounds, or tastes do you remember? So this is also where you, if you went to a festival, you have the ticket. If you went to a new country, you have the check-in cards. You have the air ticket. You have, like, this is where you can stick them up. Yeah, that big page. And then you're still on the past year. So 3 of my biggest accomplishments. What that one thing that, wow, 2022, I did something, I conquered. Yeah. So list your 3 greatest accomplishments from last year. Yeah. So maybe you hiked up a mountain like I did. You traveled to a new country like I did. You graduated. You got a new job. You got into a new relationship. You got a child. You are free from a long-term disease. You got pregnant after trying for so long. What are your 3 biggest accomplishments for this year? You finally bought your camera. You moved out of your parents' house. You are the one to answer that. You are best suited to know what your greatest accomplishments were. And what did you do to achieve this? Sometimes the universe just works. You manifested and things just happen. Sometimes you have to work hard. You have to make a plan. You have to walk the talk the walk. Yeah. And then who helps you achieve these successes, and how did they do it? Because sometimes to get somewhere, you have to have someone holding your hand. How did they hold your hand? Did they support you in a way or the other? Did they, like, hiking the mountain this year? I didn't have a good boot. A story for another day. I didn't have a good boot, and Mr. James was gracious enough to get me a super duper top notch, high quality hiking boot. Yeah. So he's definitely ending up on the people who helped me achieve hiking mountains. You can't hike mountains with regular shoes. So what are the 3 of my biggest challenges? List the 3 biggest challenges from last year. Things that were challenging. Who or what helped you overcome these challenges? Again, yeah. The questions may seem repetitive, but they are not. They are trying to dig a deeper. What have you learned about yourself by overcoming these challenges? Personally, I can do anything I set up my mind to. Yeah. I am a conqueror. I was not meant to be a quitter, and I'm not a loser. And then the hot topic, forgiveness. There are people who do as bad. That is a fact. And are you ready to forgive? If you're not, that is okay as well. Yeah, because forgiveness is a process. And did anything happen during the past year that still needs to be forgiven? Deeds or words that made you feel bad? Is someone who made a comment that I was like, but we move on. Or are you angry with yourself? Write it down here. Do yourself good by forgiving. Yeah. And then down there it says, if you don't feel ready to forgive yet, jot it down anyway. It can work wonders. And then, why don't you want to forgive? Why are you not ready? Not want. Why are you not ready to? Yeah. And then something that really changed a lot in my feeling of these books, letting go. Personally, I am a person who loves holding on to things, on to people. And the first letting go was to delete so many contacts that were not adding any value to my phone. And letting go of things like material things, because I do hold on to so many things, some useless, some not useful. And yeah, that is a good thing that I did that helped me let go. And nowadays I just let go of things, of people, of, you know what I mean. So is there anything else you need to say? Is there anything that you have to let go before you can start the next year? Because you don't want to carry the baggage of last year, people from last year who are holding you down. Draw or write, then think about it and let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Don't carry baggage into the next year. Yeah. We are going light. We are walking light into 2023. Yeah. And then the past year in 3 words. Choose 3 words that define your past year. 3 words. Yeah. And then the book, if a book or a movie was made about your past year, what title would you give it? Now you have to get creative. You have to think. Yeah. I hope you like books and you like movies, so that that would be an easy title to come up with. And then you say goodbye to your last year. Is there anything else left that you would like to write it down? Is there anybody you would like to say goodbye to? Do it now. The people are... So people who say it is a time for cutting people. Yeah. So this is... You are leaving them. You're saying goodbye and see you when I see you. And then you're done with the past year. You just finished the first part. Take a deep breath. Get some rest, yeah? And then you get into 2023. So I advise you that you start early. Like now, before you get into festivity, family gatherings, end of year parties. This is the perfect time to reflect on your past year. And then as you take a break, and then now you can start thinking about the coming year. What do you want year 2023 to be like? Yeah. And then dare to dream big. What does this year ahead of you look like? Yeah. Do you see yourself getting married? Do you see yourself in a new house? Do you see yourself driving that car that you've always wanted? Why will it be great? What would happen in an ideal world? Write, draw, let go of your expectations and dare to dream. This is where you write all your crazy dreams. Mine is to bungee jump in Nepal and then go to the base camp. I am not mentally prepared to hike up all the way to the top of Mount Everest, but I can get to base camp. Yeah. And also in Nepal, I want to taste the wild honey. The honey that makes you hallucinate. Yeah. And then this is what my next year will be about. Now this is how you start planning your year. Yes? This is how you are getting into the nitty-gritty part of it. The real part of planning your year. Take a look at the areas of your life and decide your goals for each of them for the next year. put these goals on the page. This is the first steps toward realizing them. So your goal in personal life, you want to start a new family. Yeah. In career and studies, you want to get that master's. You want to get into university. You want to get a new skill. Yeah, friends and community. You want to make new connections. You want to invest in existing friendships, relaxation, hobbies, and creativity. You want to go on a holiday, treat yourself. Physical health, you did not succeed last year, but this year you want to hit the gym, get that gym membership, start eating healthy. Mental health and self-knowledge, you want to be more aware about yourself, habits that define you, and then a better tomorrow, what you hope for. Yeah. Now this is where it gets tricky. It seems repetitive, but it is not. And then magical triplets for the year ahead. So these are three things. Magical triplets for the year. I will love these three things about myself. What will you love about yourself? I am ready to let go of these three things. I am ready to let go of these three things. What three things are you ready to let go of? I want to achieve these three things the most. Mine is to get a bigger workstation, move out of this house into a bigger house. Such. These three people will be my pillars during rough times, because we need a support system. No man is an island, and you can't survive alone. I will dare to discover these three things. What do you want to discover about yourself, about your surrounding, about you? I want to have the power to say no to these three things. Personally, I don't know how to say no to people, but I have learned. I have come a long way to saying no. Yeah. Magical triplets for the year ahead. I will make my surrounding cozy with these three things. Mine was to get my own paintings. My own pictures, because they make me feel like this is my space. I will do these three things every morning. Meditate, pray, read. I will pamper myself with these three things regularly. We will get to that, how to plan. And because finances rule the world. Yeah, you can't. You want to, but your bank account is looking at you like, okay, we will get there. I will visit these three places. Where do you want to go? In 2023, where do you want to go? Yeah. I will connect with my loved ones in these three ways. How do you want to connect with your loved ones? Yeah. I will reward my successes with these three presents. I am becoming an ice cream addict. I'm putting it out there because you have to reward yourself with something that you love. Yeah. So, and then you flip on to the next page. 6 sentences about my next year. This year, I will not procrastinate any more over assignments, submitting. Yeah, we love doing things last minute. This year, I will draw the most energy from. Where will you draw the energy from? This year, I will be the bravest when doing what? This year, I will say yes when. I am a big fan of yes theory, and I love saying yes to many things. And it has landed me in amazing places. So learn to say yes more. This year, I advise myself to. What advice do you have for yourself? This year will be special for me because you have learned from 2022. Will you take those lessons from 2022 to 2023? Yeah. My word for the year ahead. Pick a word to symbolize and define the year ahead. You can look at this word if you need some extra energy. So you remember not to give up on your dreams. Secret wish. Unleash your mind. What is your secret wish for the next year? Be wild. Go wild. Yeah. Congratulations. You've just planned your year. And then I believe anything is possible this year. And then you date the date that you finish feeling this, and then you sign. And you will have completed a huge part. You'll have done yourself a huge favor. And now let us get into the financial bit of it. Yeah. This year was very key to me because I took a financial class with Abojani, and it opened up my mind to new possibilities, to new challenges. And one thing that helped me achieve most things, one was budgeting. We do not budget. Most people don't. I started budgeting and it works. The other thing is investing and saving. Yeah. I am no expert in that area, but if you want to learn, you can check Abojani, and they will provide you with the financial literacy that you need. But one of the things that helped me the most was this 52-week challenge. Yeah. So the 52-week challenge, it's the 100 bob. So you are saving 100 bob every week. But this is how it works. No, the 100 bob is compounding. So on the first week, you save 100. That is week 1. And then you tick. On the second week, you save 200. So the amount in your balance is 300. On the third week, you're saving 300. And now the balance is, you saved the first 100, the 200, now the balance was 300, now you're saving 300. It is compounding, yeah? So now the balance you have is 600. And now you move on to the 28th week. 28th week, you're saving 2800. And now the balance that you have on the 28th week is, which I believe that is on the 20, let's take 26. On the 26th week, you're saving 2,600. And then your balance will be at 35,100. By the time you're finishing this challenge, if you are consistent, if you are true to yourself, so the final week you'll be saving 5,200. Yeah. And then the balance in your whichever platform that you choose to save this in, if it is a home bank, if it is a Mshwari, if you decide to go the way of what are they called? Not stocks. MMF, money market funds. Yeah. So you will have, and if you go with money market funds, you'll have more than 137,800. This is money that you will have saved by the end of 2023. And so this is the 2023 52-week challenge. Yeah. So this and budgeting and some investing are and God, of course. Let me not beat my chest. Some of the places I've been to, I can't even explain how I have been there, and that will be in my book. Like, how did they get here? You're just there and you're wondering, wow, how did we get here? So the answer is ni God. It is God, because you're also wondering, wait, how did I get here? How did I end up here? Yeah. But with a concrete plan, with clear goal, everything is achievable. We have this notion that saving is this foreign thing. It is this very very complex thing, but when it is broken down, like in the 100, it becomes easy to save, and then it becomes doable, because you'll be pushing yourself. Like, you remember, I'm in week 15, I need to have raised 1500 to save in my 52-week challenge. Oh, I'm in week 52, coming to the end of the year, you'll need to have saved 5200, and your balance will be 137,800 shillings, and that is your own money. Yeah, money you can use for yourself, on yourself. Yeah, and that is it. So the book, the printed, so they are I have 3 designs. I have the A4, the binded one, and then I have the A4, this version. So this version is front and back. This version, for those who love to write, it is one-sided, so you have a place to stick more ideas, to stick more sticky notes. Yeah, and we have, for those who love small, we have the A5 version of it. So the last year I did this project, I was selling them at 750. I will maintain, for the A4, I'll maintain that price, and for the A5 it's going for 350. Yeah, so you can make your order. I'll put the details down there, and so for every purchase of this book, you'll get a free copy of the saving challenge. And please don't buy this to make me feel good. Buy to feel it, and to feel it to completion, because I have a feeling it will change you. It will change you for the better, and you'll become a better person. And I am happy when I see people win. I want all my friends to win. I want us to do good together, so that we can be calling each other, catching fast private jets and cruises to unknown lands. Yeah, so thank you. That was my time, and do get the book. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.